Hi. It's been a hot second since you've seen me, and I bet you had a great little break, didn't you? Well, I'm back, and I'm here to ruin your day. So I'm going to go for like a very like Scream Queens look today. I'm going to go for a very about to get murdered fish. Very I'm going to be skinned alive in 3 seconds look. You know, just something like to go to the mall with. So I'm going to take you from this to
and to this. Oh my gosh, she's feeling her fantasy. She's feeling that knife in her neck. She's definitely a scream queen, if you know what I mean.
So, what you're gonna want to do first off is cut your fucking lip. Did you do it?
Do it. I'm waiting.
Okay. Next, you shave, you prime, and you moisturize your skin. Not necessarily in that order. I mean, I guess you could, but like, I'm not the Hitler of drag, so you're going to want to pull your hair back. Show off that 5 head you have. Oh my god, look. It's the same hat as wearing the first time. Good times. Now, I prime my skin and then I put on the orange to cancel out the blue because I am, what? A whoa man. I cover that the fuck up with just like an orange lipstick. I don't know. You do you. You could use like a blood of a child, like, I don't know, virgin's skin. I don't know. You do you. So our next step is going to be covering all your fucking shit with foundation, Clown White, and a very dark foundation stick. I take my foundation and I kind of just go like where my highlight and contour meet. Yeah, so like, you know what, just like go everywhere, you know, just like go ham. It is so expensive to just, you know, be alive. And it's not like I even asked for this, you know? Like, I was just handed life and was like, this is your problem now. And I guess, you know what? They're right. It's been my problem since birth. So I just took like a damp beauty blender and just like, you know, blended all that in as you saw. Now I go in my Clown White and we're going to contour with that. I'm just kidding. It's your highlight. I'm so funny. So I go into my T-zone, you know, I just kind of slop it on there. You put it kind of like contouring your nose and you spread it out to your cheekbones. Now this may look like a lot, but after you like powder and everything, it doesn't really seem like much. Especially when you're giving your soul to the Dark Lord Satan in the pale moonlight. It all just blends really nicely. Alright, that's your T-zone. And if you look like a cracked out dead whore, then you're doing it so right. So right. So right.
Like so right.
Like too right.
You know?
So next, we are going to take our very dark contour. I say contour because like I like a real deep cut because I do not have good structure, as you can see. And I just kind of go from the top of my ear, and I'm lucky enough to have a mole right there. Could kind of guide me, and I kind of carve out where I would want my cheekbone to be, you know? Same on the other side, except for this one, I just kind of try to match the one I already made. Perfect. I have cheekbones now. And now, like, up by your hairline, I just kind of round that out. I usually save my nose for the last because I love a fresh nose, and also I like to itch my nose a lot during this step, especially now since I'm like having a mental breakdown and my mucus decided to attack me lately, so there's that. So I have two contour brushes. I have one for the kind of wet, nope, oh, I have one brush for the cream and then another one for the powder. So I start from the very top of the hairline and I just pat. I know you're supposed to like, you know, like these circles, but I don't do that. I don't know why, but I'm doing my thing, so. Now, I pat really hard, like towards the hairline, that contour, and then towards the middle I kind of get softer because I want it to go into my skin. And I know this looks really harsh, but you have to kind of think, I'm a man, so. Now some people like to like do that whole 3 thing. I do not. I just do kind of a V thing. Like, I do my cheeks and then I do my jawline. I do not do my forehead, mostly because like the wig and then sweat and everything knocks it all off anyway. So like, why have all that extra contour go to waste? So you take your contour brush and you start at the bottom of your ear and you kind of sculpt where you want your jawline to go. I kind of just smooth mine out because I don't have a very dominant jawline, but I do like that kind of smooth Barbie doll jawline. So if I turn to the side, you know. So I take the brush and I go over it once, like just kind of sliding it down towards my chin from both sides, and then I take it and I just kind of pat it down my neck. I do the slide thing because you can kind of see all the harsh lines, and I don't like that apparently, even though you can see what's going on. I'm just a pick and choose kind of gal, you know? And I personally like to go behind the ear with my contour. I don't know why. I don't know if other people can see it, but I know it's there, and that's all that matters to me. And now you look like Mrs. Potato Head's messed up sister, Mashed Potato Head. I'm going to blend all the creams into my skin before I set it with powder. So you take your nasty little testicle looking beauty blender and you just kind of press all of that into your skin. And I start with the white because you always want to go from light to dark with blending. I learned that in school. I also know that mitochondria is a two-faced bitch. You need to watch your fucking mouth if she wants to stay alive. And I take the bottom of the beauty blender with the contour. But I start from the inside and work my way up. You know, with my jawline, I just go from the neck. I don't really touch the line because I want that to be a clean kind of dark line. You see how it's like kind of all blended and shit? That's drag. I take my like little contour palette and I literally go straight for the darkest dark. And I start from the hairline and I just work my way out. Starting really harsh, pressing down towards the hairline, and then as you get to the center of the face, you get lighter. And you take the powder across your chin, Just kind of setting that cream. You take another brush and you go for the lightest of light. Sometimes if I'm going for like a real dead look, I go for a white eyeshadow and I set it, or like just baby powder, you know, just anything really. And now everything's set with powder. I just go in with my beauty blender and blend everything one more time. And just because I'm that bitch, I go in with the darkest of darks with the powder again. Just to make sure, you know, people know that you're that bitch. Okay, now that we're done with that, I do eyebrows. And with my eyebrows, I usually just like take a black lipstick and jam all kinds of shapes and sizes into my eyebrows. So let's just hope for the best. So I take a cute like little angled brush, as you can see, and I go into the black lipstick. And I start from the inner corner and then try to like work my way out. But I tweeze my boy brows so that it's not going down, and that way I can just work my way up to a drag brow. So like, honestly, I wing this part. Like sometimes my eyebrows touch my hairline and then other days I look fish, so. So as you can see, it's very kind of Sharpie meets Sephora, you know, very that. So after our brows, I like to kind of sculpt out where I want my liner to be. And since we're going for like a fishy look, our liner is not going to be touching our hairline today.
Maybe.
Take that same like little angled brush and the same lipstick, and I kind of just sculpt it out. So I kind of got my wing. I like a little like swivel at the end, you know, just to like spice things up a bit. And I set that wing with a little bit of black eyeshadow that I get from Rimmel London. So you see how I have my like little eye going on, my like little liner. I'm going to go in with some Clown White. And I'm going to create my new lid a little more like focused and a little more oval-y, you know? You feel me? So that's with the Clown White, that's without. As you can see, it kind of just brings out my eyes a little bit more, kind of just focuses it towards the middle. We are going for an orange look today, so I'm just going to break out this Esmeralda 2. It's by Beauty Creations, and I'm using this like kind of orange shade right there, and I'm just going to go towards the outer eye and towards the crease. And then I'm going in with my deepest, darkest of contour browns, just because I want to save a little money. And I go in between the orange and the black. Now I'm going with the black eyeshadow, and I'm going from the deepest outer of my eye, and just kind of rounding and smoothing all that out. And then you blend. Now, since you can kind of see your eyeliner is a little all wonky now, but you know where it's supposed to be now, and so you take your e.l.f. liner and you just go over it. So, I go in with my little contour brush, and I go on the orange crease that you just made. I go on the very bottom, connecting the white and the orange. But you don't go into the white too much, because then you'll start mixing and it'll turn into a little tan color, and you don't want that. You take a little bit of the black and you connect the black lines to the brown lines. Okay, since we have the eye on the top done, we're going to go on the bottom. From the middle of my eye, and I go to the middle of my pupil. And then I go down a fourth of my nose. Take your eyeliner and just kind of follow from the inner of your eye down to where it kind of just naturally falls. And you connect that with your actual eye. And then you fill in the rest of your eye with black. After that's done, you highlight under your eyebrow with the clown white. After that, you do the other eye, but I'm gonna do that off camera. Oh, she thinks she's somebody now. She's very squinty-eyed, very fish, very Elvira, and Pterodactyl had a baby. So, next up is our lips. As you can tell, I have white boy lips. And we're going for some DSLs. And we're going to go for brown nude lip. So I have this MAC shade, and it is Burnt Violet. Ooh, yes, very much of that. And I'm going to take a little lip liner. She's covered in blood, don't mind her. And now, I like to pucker my lips, I'm suffocating, kind of, doing duck lips, very 2010s, very Jersey Shore. And I overdraw them about halfway from my lip, from the top of my lip to my nose. You thought I was kidding? And to connect them, I kind of just tuck in my lip and I go straight across, and my foundation, my face, kind of curves it already, as you can see. With my bottom, I kind of just hope for the best. You see the little dent that my lip gives? I definitely go down that far. So that's a definite. And I don't know if I'm wanting a round lip, or if I want a pouty kind of cupid's bow on the bottom. And I have this kind of infallible Pro Matte liquid lipstick, and it's 364 Milk and Cookies. I take that shade and I go right where I just drew those lines. We're not done. I love a gloss lip. So there's a Glam and Glow, So there's a Glam Glow Hollywood, California Plumprageous Gloss Lip Plumper Treatment. This shade is Triple X. You know what that means, all my porn lovers out there. And those are the lips. And now, Tyler, what are you doing? What are you missing? What's happening? What's going on? And we only have 2 more steps to go. Lashes and our nose. Now, there's one thing I hate about getting into drag, and that is putting on lashes. They're so fucking long and they're disgusting. And it's just like, you have to wait for them to dry and whatever. So I was watching Elvira one day and realized that she just like fucking colors her lashes in. So I figured, hey, why don't I just do that? So I take my e.l.f. liner, start with the top, and just kind of some simple lines where you like want them to go. Okay, so since you see it like it's kind of clean right now, it's unrealistic, let's fuck it up a little bit. Now I used to not like lower lashes, but since I could paint them on, so easy. Full fucking lash. Look. Far away, can't even fucking tell. Naked, afraid. If you don't feel like you can just take over the world with one blank,
Then you're just doing it wrong. I don't know what you did wrong, but just like review those steps again.
and now my favorite part, the nose contour. I hate my nose. That's not cutting it. It's not. And let's face it, it's ugly. So, I take this like little flat brush. Don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah. And I kind of just do a thin line in the middle of my nose. I follow kind of like my natural bridge. I start very natural and then I go literally straight for like the middle of my nose. Do the same thing on the other side. Now to blend this out, I just take like a ripped sponge and kind of just dab it all over the place. Just kidding, I just dab at the edges. See that straight fucking sword nose? Now you take your clown white and you just color in the tip and kind of blend it up. Voila, your face is beat, your life is falling apart, and your dad left. Now I'm going to get into my getup and put on some wigs. Wigs? Just one wig. And I will be right back. Hi, so this is the final look. I feel like I'm about to get slaughtered by some kind of serial killer. You know, it's very... I can feel him watching me. What was that? Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat, and whatever you feel like doing, because that will be down in the description in my tucked crotch. And from Ms. Mirage Adams,